YouTube, what's going on? HeirofCarthage here. Man, I'm excited. I get to bring you some new content here. It is an embargo drop day, and I'm able to show you all the new Wood Elf rework. Yes, the Wood Elf rework. No, I cannot show you Throt. I can't show you the Sisters or any of the other new units, but I can show you the new mechanics that are available to the Wood Elves in campaign. And I intend to do that by, well, you know, big surprise, playing some campaign and letting you all see it. So I've loaded in a Durthu campaign, and we're going to give it a shot here and start showing you all some of the new campaign mechanics. Now what I've got loaded up here is just a Mortal Empires Durthu campaign on the hard setting. Just, you know, give it a whirl. Didn't want anything too crazy, like very hard or legendary, until I get a feel for it. But let's show you some of the new features here for the Wood Elves and how they work. Nice art right up here at the top, too. So, Amber, you guys like, no, I hate Amber. What is it still doing? Well, okay, don't worry, folks. Don't worry. If you didn't see it yesterday, I put out a video. I explained that Amber is no longer used for units and buildings. It's used only for very specific research in the tech tree, which you all can see here. There's 8 of them. And so you don't have to worry about having Amber all the time. And as Durthu, you're not going to have a crap load of Amber in order to support standard Wood Elf units. So that is good news number 1. Next part is healing of the forest. In fact, if we go here, how they play, it's going to talk about this here. It says the wild roots in magical forest. The Oak of Ages, life-giving world roots, have seeded a number of magical forests across the world. But over time, interlopers' neglect have caused them to wither. By performing various actions, such as securing the health land, and you can see these little icons here that border them, the Wood Elves can increase the health. It's got another little icon there of the magical forest and perform rituals of rebirth there, thus permanently restoring them. All Wood Elf armies can use the World Roots stance to travel short distances beneath otherwise impassable terrain. Doing so is not without risk, however. They can be intercepted and brought to battle by races that cannot use the World Roots themselves. Now, the Deep Roots connect all magical forests of the world, allowing the Wood Elves to instantaneously travel between different continents. So that is a pretty big feature change there. They can be accessed with any army in a magical forest region, regardless of the ownership. But once the army traverses them, it'll be some time before another journey can be made, so there's a cooldown period. Still have the Oak of Ages. All world roots lead back. Ah, come on, really? CA, please. Or actually, air, please. By securing Athelloren's borders and healing other magical forests, the Wood Elves can rejuvenate the World Roots' life-giving powers. The ultimate goal of the Wood Elves' Mortal Empires campaign is to complete the ritual of rebirth in Athelloren and defend the Oak. That's kind of cool. You know, you actually have a sensible objective here in Mortal Empires campaigns. Hopefully we'll see that with all factions at some point. And then, of course, they have offices that we can get people into also. Let's check out the Deep Roots here. So you can see there's going to be a connection to these other forests via the Deep Roots here. So you can see them. These are the new areas that they talked about whenever they mentioned the new areas on the map that they've added. So you all saw that. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. Let's check out this Durthu's offices here. Eldest of the Ancients. Different offices that we can stick in here. So good stuff. We do start still at Waterfall Palace with Durthu. Kind of surprised they didn't take this opportunity to move Durthu away from Orion, but you know, all right, whatever. Here we are. You'll notice that these places don't have the same names that they did in my Grom campaign either. Come on, CA, what was wrong with the names I had in Grom campaign? If you see here, these are the Healthlands. Or did I say Health? Heathland. Neutral Heathland. Why did I say? I was thinking it was Healthland. Heathland? Okay, all right, Heathland. Sure, these are the Heathlands that we have to bring in. I could have sworn it was Healthland. I guess I'm crazy. Maybe I just want to call it Healthland because you have Forest Health. It kind of shows you what we need to do about these different ones. The ones held by other Wood Elves, obviously it's not a problem, but the settlements that are part of the forest and that have an effect on the magical health of the forest are listed in green, and you can see the little icons here, you know, like it says neutral, but see, like here at Carrack Norn, it's held by an enemy, so it's hurting the forest health. So definitely not a good thing for us. All right, we start off with our with our army here at Durthu. We've also got a nice branch wraith who's going to come over here and help us. There are some dwarves nearby, which I think I now can't attack because of having brought that character over. Though we can spend up the rest of our money. I'm going to put some extra archers in here. You can't have too many archers as the Wood Elves. Alright, let's get going here. I'm going to take a look at the research tree. We have to start here. Marai Heg, the crone. So that's pretty much our first research. Durthu is all ready to go. And let's see here. Let's go upgrade. Should we upgrade to the Glade? No, we should probably see if we can get some more income. Recruitment cost and construction cost drop. Not that impressive. We definitely could use this income here. 600 income would be quite nice. And we need some more kindred. Kindred, I think, is a slightly new thing here. It's kind of like growth, but not entirely. So we get new kindred. I guess it is kind of like growth. It's pretty much the same thing. Anyway, let's end a turn here. See what we get for Durthu. I am gonna probably have to fix the camera settings. See what these angry Dawi do. See whether they come attack me. Bring it on. I mean, I'd be totally fine with that. But I somehow doubt that. Oh, we intercepted them. Perfect. Let's go take Durthu and smash some Dawi, shall we? Should be entertaining. Yeah, I mean, so far to me, the new campaign mechanics definitely help Wood Elves a lot. Obviously, there's a lot to be seen. I haven't completed an entire campaign yet at this point, so I'd like to do that before I obviously make any final judgments on the state of a campaign. But, like I said, the changes seem to be a nice breath of fresh air in the sense that you couldn't really do anything with the Wood Elves previously. Like, it was all focused around Athalloran. There was really not a whole lot of anything else to take. It was really a mess. In fact, I never even attempted a Wood Elves Mortal Empires campaign because it just seemed far too pointless based on what you could take and the mechanics just being terribly outdated. Alright, let's get up here and start harassing these filthy Dawi. See if we can dodge some of these arrows. I'm going to try and work my way out to the flank here. Click attack orders here. Durthu's a little slow. He's going to have to catch up. Give him an order, and actually I'm just going to start wrecking miners. Bring these guys in. There we go. Alright, everybody's got their attack orders. My Way Watchers. Go after some miners here. Let's get you all some sweet views of my Wild Riders completely wrecking these Quarrelers. Oh, Wild Riders. Beautiful units. Very nice light cavalry. Some things don't need to change, do they? Can I hit this guy? All I've got is the mystifying miasma. I think he's blocked or something because I can't use my magic missiles. Let's get in there. Wild Riders clean that up. Let's start peppering this unit with my Way Watchers, but try and get my cavalry free of that before the incoming fire. Put a quick rear charge here. But you see my Treekin and my Dryads holding these Dawi. Many grudges will be generated this day, no doubt. Wild Rider's getting a really nice charge there. And we are almost certainly going to get the route here, maybe? Maybe? Okay, no, we may not get the route. I'm going to just start pulling through. There we go, we got the route. Perfect. All right, let's bring my Way Watchers up. Start moving them this way. Durthu. Oh, it's the branch rate that only had the miasma. Might as well use it, though. Dwarfs do have a decent bit of magic resistance, but we'll still do our best here. Attack these dwarf warriors. Looks like Durthu stomped out Finn. Chase down some of these routing units. Bring Durthu over here. Maybe use his missile attack here on these filth-mongering Dawi. They'll be turned into fertilizer for the Great Forest. like we just need to chase some of these guys down. Alright, that terrorized some of the Dawi. Let's get over here and take out... Yep, there goes the second terror. Oh, he's got the lamentation here too. And Durthu's gonna put an end to this guy here pretty quick. Nice. Alright. Solid victory here over the Dawi. Nothing to be terribly concerned about. We were in pretty good shape. Let's get back out to the campaign map. Put some of these new Wood Elf mechanics to the test, shall we? Hey, Finn, why don't you take a message for me, you know? The Heathlands are mine. We're taking it back, alright? The forest will be healed. The forest will be healed, and there's nothing you can do about it. You bearded scum. Alright, units replenished. That sounds pretty good. We could use a little treasury, too, but, you know, let's replenish some units. Both pretty helpful. It'd be good to go ahead and quickly head up to... Hey, if I wanted your advice, I'd ask for it, ugly. Alright, so, enemy was killed in battle. Sweet. Let's go check out our skill tree here. Ever-reaching tendrils. Income from raiding, income from post-battle loot, raising settlements, untainted, ambush chance, public order, and growth. Which, of course, gets us to Lightning Strike, but before we head for Lightning Strike, I like to get some kind of key upgrades, like, for instance, making Eternal Guard stronger would be really helpful, or really probably going for our bows first. And speaking of bows, we've got a handful of them now, and I think that puts us in better position to get up here and attack. Let's see, replenish troops, Call of the Woods. Let's go with Call of the Woods, because that'll affect our units more immediately. And let's see here. Still waiting on some Kindred, but we can run this expensive upgrade to the Glade, and probably might as well. At least we'll get some more income from the Grapevines. And I'm going to just move over here a little bit in the forest, get a little bit closer to Carrack Norn. We're not going to be moving terribly far, I don't think, but there we go. Alright, I feel like there's a couple of things that I probably should have explained just a little bit better as well. Shut up. There is an upgrade, and no, this is not a scrap upgrade like you see with Grom's units, okay, folks? There's an upgrade thing here, and this is actually a pretty cool deal. Let me read you a little bit more about it here, because I think it's important. There's two minor mechanics that they've added around Tree Spirits. Aspect unit upgrades and Spite character traits. This is an aspect upgrade that we can give to our Dryads, and you can see the same is available on Treekin. You can purchase it for cash, basically, here. Cash money. And they provide different upgrades that you might find handy. And I think you can, I can't remember if you can change these. I think you can. I could be wrong. But for instance, look, Aspect of the Birch takes away some of our physical resistance, but makes our Dryads have a little bit of armor piercing and extra speed. Oak gives them extra armor and charge defense against large. Willow gives them a bonus versus infantry and melee defense. And we are going up against the Dawi, so armor-piercing weapon damage is probably a natural, but we do lose that physical resistance, which kind of stinks. It almost makes me wonder how the bonus versus infantry would pan out, and the extra melee defense, because it would make our folks harder to hit. I'm going to try the Aspect of the Willow on one, and then we'll just drop the Aspect of Birch on another, and kind of see how they play out here. I actually don't have a ton of money. We need to go earn some by messing up some Dawi, and I'm going to do that. Just kind of jump up here real quick, and we'll see if we can take out some bearded fools and end our turn. Now, there were new regions. You all saw me when I scrolled down the map. Let's just name those real quick. In the Mortal Empires map, you're going to see Griffinwood. This is only in Mortal Empires. It's a gloomy forest found within the Empire in Ostermark. The Forest of Gloom. This is, again, Mortal Empires only. The forest, this forest is goblin-infested region found just to the west of Carrack. The Sacred Pools. And this is in both campaigns. It says these shimmering pools are in central Lustria and are defended by blessed lizardmen guardians. And then the Witchwood, also in both campaigns. This isolated forest is located in the mountains of Nagarond. Okay, so those are both new things there. And there's also another new mechanic that I haven't mentioned yet, which is the forest encounters. So when you're playing as the Wood Elves, you're going to see sometimes special forest encounter markers that'll spawn near our forest. If we send an army to the marker, it offers a narrative choice that should help, it says, shape the way you play and maybe some of the things you got to do. So for instance, there is a marker over here. In fact, we probably should have gone towards that marker. That is a bit of a mistake on my part. I'm going to actually move back. And we didn't go to this forest encounter marking. You can see it's red, which means that I'm probably, yeah, it says we're up here. No, it's not good. So I should have gone and intercepted them, but there's an example of one of the new ones. If I moved over there, I might have been able to intercept this enemy and have a better thing. We mentioned the technology tree, that the Wood Elf tree, it's been substantially changed. Almost every technology has been rebalanced. Stuff that previously cost Amber had that cost removed, and then some powerful technologies were added. Those are the ones you all saw in the middle. Just want to make sure I hit all this in terms of covering what's new. So these ones are the ones that's added. And then just the last note here, some of the things that CA talks about here. It says to compensate for the increased number of settlements available to the Wood Elves, the number of building slots available in each Wood Elf region has been reduced slightly. However, they've also overhauled the building tree. So military recruitment and garrison buildings have been consolidated, reducing the total number of buildings to access in the full roster. Gold income has been spread across several buildings. Public order buildings are now easier to access. Wood Elf major settlement buildings no longer require development points to upgrade, but the development points are now called kindreds, and they're used to build economic and infrastructure buildings. Outposts remain largely intended as temporary disposable settlements. Their effects have been rethought and redesigned, is what they tell us here. And then a couple of last things I want to hit here. The aspects and spites we just mentioned. It says Dryads and Treemen in Durthu's and Dryka's factions will have access to these. Willow, we just showed Oak and Birch. It says, unlike the scrap upgrades, units are not tied to a single aspect. For a small amount of gold, they can switch between them. So that was the answer I was looking for. It says Treemen and Branch Wraiths and the Wood Elf factions now draw from a separate pool of potential character traits to regular lords called spites. Each spite offers a powerful campaign effect and battle ability. And then you have the Wild Hunt, which is Orion's offices have been rethemed entirely around the Wild Hunt with new names and effects for each of them. When a hunt is called, characters in an office will receive bonuses themed to their office, including Orion himself, rather than just a single lord. The duration of the hunt, as well as the time until the next hunt, is now clearly signposted. And basically, there's a lot of changes, folks. There's a lot of changes, but here's just a couple of more I want to read off here. Wood Elf factions have access to an improved version of the ambush stance, which has reduced movement point cost to enter and reduced chance of being detected. Most Wood Elf specific incidents and dilemmas have been updated with more interesting effects and have had their conditions altered. Wood Elf specific followers have now become a wider range, or now come from a wider range of sources, reducing the chance of receiving multiple followers from the same battle. Wood Elves and Dark Elves have a reduced aversion towards each other. Durthu's offices have been improved and updated. Upgrading the Oak of Ages is no longer required to confederate with other Wood Elves. Wood Elves no longer have any restrictions on trade. And the original Defense of the Oak final battle has been rebalanced with enemy army compositions made more interesting and dangerous. So holy crap, boy did they change a lot of stuff with the Wood Elves. I wanted to get all that out there so that hopefully you all can understand, what we are seeing here as far as the changes. Let's just put another aspect to the Willow on here, and let's see about the Treekin. So see, that takes away armor piercing. Oh, I bet it was the same on the other. Crap, I didn't notice that. Yeah. But it only takes 3 off from these guys, so... Yeah, I probably should have just gone armor piercing for the Dwarves. We can always try the switch it thing, though. See? Yeah, we can switch it. So we'll switch it if we decide to. Let's just go with what we got for now. Maybe just try this aspect of the oak. That could be good to have these guys block large. I don't know if that'll end up being necessary. Let's end this turn and see what happens with the forest encounter that I failed to go check out. We may get in charge, but yeah, whole lot of changes here, folks. Whole lot of changes. I don't even know why you were talking to me, Skarsnik. I mean, really? I wish there was like a kill the messenger button. Got a goblin coming into the woods to attempt to strike a peace treaty with Durthu. Unreal. It says, the elves of Skymark reaches Carrack have come to you with a proposal. Subjects of Lord Edrail have ever been brash, always first to battle. They wish to enter us. They wish to subvert Retonian dukedom of Kinel by planting a shape-shifting forest spirits among the court as damsels. Such a sneaky scheme is sure to wreak havoc amongst them. So we can do this and gain some money, or we can decline and gain some diplomatic relation with Paravan. The money, please. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, we definitely should have gone out to take care of this forest situation, because things just got worse for us. The Dolly just spawned up with a pretty sizable army there. So I'll want to do something about that. Alright, let's see here. We got Vol the Maker, which is going to increase income from resource and crafting buildings and give extra armor to elf infantry and cavalry, or we can go down this way to gain an extra forest health for winning battles in the magical forest or their heathlands, and then income from raising settlements. Let's do this. I wonder if that applies to the elven archers. That'd be pretty cool if it bumps them up. Well, I mean, 25 armor is not a lot, but you know, anything that bumps them up would be pretty helpful. Can I not? I thought we could recruit dryads. So anyway, we're gonna do a little recruiting. Let's end this turn. See if those dwarven enemies move up. They shouldn't be able to take over Waterfall Palace. I'm gonna need to build up some kindred so I can put in some more income infrastructure buildings. So here we go. Let's see. I think I can't actually reach them because there's a river in the way. That's really annoying. I sometimes forget how annoying the movement range is here. Well, let's just move out. Attempt to intercept them. At least they can't get to the Waterfall Palace either. We probably ought to build some defenses here, which also drops upkeep for local armies, gives us some extra ammunition when we're under siege, and reduces reload time for local armies when we're under siege. Good stuff like that, so we should probably do that with the limited cash we have. But I think our army's big enough and deadly enough to handle these Dawi scum. If I would have gone to this encounter ahead of time, it probably would have given me an option to deal with them in a better way. Wow, they just ran off. That's really annoying. Like, if you come out to threaten my forest and then you just run away. Really, dwarves? Really? I got a little sneaky plan here. Let's enter an ambush stance and see if they keep running away. I mean, what are they going to do? Come down here and fight the Oak of Ages? Come fight Orion? I don't think so. Come on. Bring it on. Wow, the dwarves are really tanking up on units over here. It must be nice to have that infinite AI income. CA, please. It's okay. Just more dwarves for us to turn into fertilizer, folks. Just got to look at the positive side of things here. Hang on, why am I defending the... Oh, really? They can just go straight for the Oak of Ages. How convenient is that? How terribly convenient. Well, I gotta defend the Oak of Ages. I forgot that it was actually my... it's actually mine because of the... it's been so long since I played a Wood Elf campaign. I forgot that... I figured like that Orion would have been in charge of it, but I forget whatever faction you're playing as here, you control it regardless. So this is great. This is gonna not be an easy battle to win. But if we can take out some key units without getting too damaged, we might have a chance. Like, for instance, if I can get rid of that grudge thrower and the cannon fairly early, we might be able to pick apart some of the rest of these Dawi forces. Actually, kind of thinking about just straight up ambushing them all from this direction. A little bit of Wild Rider action coming from back here, maybe. Just start off behind them, see what we can pull off. And even our tree can Vanguard deploy. It's pretty great. We definitely don't want to get them in the line of... I saw some Thunderers over there, so we'll want to watch out for that. It's just kind of split up all around the Dawi. Alright, got our Wild Riders set up.
Way Watchers!
Alright, let's do something like that. And...
Our bows are yours!
I definitely don't want my Glade Guard getting shot. So I may hide them temporarily. And then I'm going to put my Tree Man kind of just behind this hill. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Allow me to do a little more work on these characters. Let's start running from up here, bring up the Way Watchers. Now that they're going to have to reposition, give me a chance to start moving in. And we can start effectively harassing these. Let's see. Key units to kill. Let's stay just out of range here. Back up, back up. See if we can kill these Thunders. Okay, and then our Glade Guard should be able to get in range over here too. Let's back up. Okay, nope, should be good. I actually don't really want these fights right now. See if we can move around these. Trying to take out the Thunderers. Let's get in here and see if we can deal with the try and deal with the artillery quickly. That's not really the fight that I wanted. Glade Guard, keep moving this way, please. Let's go over here. Took out one, stay on the move. Alright, good, good, good. I think the Thunders have been dealt with. Let's start dealing with Whirlers, hit these Miners. We want to split the Dwarves up, basically. Alright, let's get our cavalry out of the way, start going after Longbeards. Just avoid these. We're actually not doing bad over here against the Slayers. Take this, go chase some routing units. Stay away from that. Yes, just pick off as many dwarf units as we can. This should help us out. I'm going to put these guys on skirmish just in case Dawi decide to make a run for them. Yep, there we are, chasing them. Alright, yeah. Yep, good, good, good. And let's bring our Tree Man up here. We're going to need his help. Avoid that fight. We definitely want to make sure all of our ammunition gets used for Way Watchers. Right now I'm trying to draw down some of their key units. Let's put these guys on skirmish as well. Maybe start shooting some infantry, and let's use our cavalry to clean up their skirmishers. We ended up losing the fight to the Slayers, probably because they're unbreakable, but still not a great fight for the Dwarves, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, yeah, clean them up. Perfect. Alright, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Let's go see if we can take out the Dawi Lord real quick. Clean them. Maybe hit these Slayers, take them out of the fight. Alright, the Dawi Lord is being assaulted. These Dwarf Warriors over here caught between a rock and a hard place. So, yeah, I think things are going really well for us. Going really well indeed. Yeah, these Slayers are going to get ruined by the Glade Guard. Should have this thing in the bag, I think, because really now it's just kind of a mop-up operation. Dwarf Lord's going to get the crap beat out of him by the Tree Man, I think. Okay, Slayer's mostly dealt with. Let's start moving this way. Maybe go help these dryads a little.
Right.
Perfect. Good news. Good news. All right, we took out another unit over here. Let's get this unit on skirmish, by the way. Same here. Just keep them on skirmish.
Glade guard.
And pull up these Glade Guard. They've still got quite a bit of ammo.
At pace.
Let's use them to finish off these long beards. Get a quick rear charge here. We'll just cycle in and out of here. Wild Riders have pretty good charge bonus. The Dwarves' armor will definitely help them out a little bit. Nothing we can't handle. Those Slayers still around. Kind of surprised. There we go. All right, we broke them. Dwarves broken, so they're no match for the kiting Wood Elves. No match at all. All we got to do is deal with a couple of Slayers, and I think we're gold. That'll be the last time they screw with the Oak of Ages. Wild Riders, let's hit the cleanup crew here, shall we?
Swift. Right.
Let those Slayers just get shot by the archers for a minute, and then I'm gonna
Swiftly.
go into cleanup mode on these fleeing units. Do the same with our dryads here. And then let's use our Glade Riders to clean up this. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, so we cleaned up a lot of Dwarf Warriors. There'll be very few Dawi left. Nothing that will really threaten us, at least, at this point. So the Oak is defended. Good news for us. Good news for us. I'm just going to play some campaign here. There's no turn limit that I saw on me, but there is a time limit, I think. But it's nothing that is going to impact my ability to give you all a nice long video here and hopefully let you see some of these mechanics in play. I could just talk to you about them and highlight them, but I figure it's good to see stuff in use. Well, even though I'm complete dunce, we managed to defend the Oak of Ages. Doesn't necessarily feel like I've done a great job there, but we made it. We made it. Non-aggression pack sounds good. Alright, broken nose. Alright, we got another Dryad that we can upgrade here with our aspects. I want to do another aspect of the Willow. Did I do Willow? Yeah, I meant to do Birch. My bad. There we go. I love how you can switch those. That's really cool, actually. That's really nice. This is all that's left of Kazran's Stormbreaker.
I have no time for this.
He's got his friends up here, though, that we're going to have to deal with. Gives us decent armor-piercing damage. It's not great. It's going to suck losing that physical resistance, but I think the armor on our Dryads will give us some protection against kind of the just mostly standard attack that we'll be getting hit with by the Dawi. Let's head into Waterfall Palace. I should have not taken that path, but alright, whatever. It is what it is. Let's see. We did Call of the Woods. Let's do Replenish Troops. I like that one. Helps us heal a little bit quicker. Arcane item, enchanted item. Alright. Waterfall Palace. Good stuff. Alright, here we go, here we go. Let's end another turn. And then we'll have to go take the fight to Carrack Norn. It's going to be a pretty tough fight, honestly, because the Dawi are going to have large numbers of shielded and armored units. That seems a little pointless, but, you know, have at you. Whatever. Just take the cash off of it. And really no point for replenishment because they're going to be gone. That should that have helped the forest health? No? No, it doesn't. Alright. Sure. I figured maybe winning those battles might help the forest health. Speaking of, we're going to need some more troops, and I think I am going to just go ahead and flip all of these over to the aspect of the Birch. Kind of wasting a lot of money doing it this way, but we're certainly not going to need that. Let's go Aspect of the Birch here too. So we'll switch all over to Aspect of the Birch. Not gonna hurt to have some more troops, and I want plenty of range. Let's go ahead and recruit those, because we're obviously going to be fighting a rather large force of Dawi up here. Best to go in prepared. And if we have a decent number of armor-piercing Treekin and a lot of Glade Guard, Glade Guard end up being decent flanking units against the Dawi because they really don't have any speed that's going to be a serious threat to you. This Birch. Yep, Aspect of Birch. Okay. Alright, we're all birched out, and it's time for us to head up here. Go pay the Dawi a visit. Preferably a deadly one. Looks like we're going to have some upgrades for Waterfall Palace, so we'll take care of those this next turn, and then hopefully get a good fight going near Carrack, Norn. I'll show you all what it's like. Here, it is a World Roots terrain. This is just so many Dwarf Warriors, and I'd have to kill a Rune Lord. I mean, even with the extra armor piercing, I don't know if I like this. I don't want to fight all of them at once. I need to figure out how to split them up, or I'm just going to have to bring in a few more units, because that is a whole crapload of dwarf units there. Yeah, that's gonna be somewhat problem. I mean, we might be able to win that fight, but I guess with the money that we have left, we might as well just recruit a few more units and be done with it. We're at tier 2. I wonder what Eternal Guard would bring a lot to the fight, especially if we were able to build an Azrae Forge where we could get the ones with shields. Because Eternal Guards have armor piercing damage and would be helpful against dwarves. It'd be helpful to have eagles too, no doubt there. Just their upkeep is probably, yeah, the upkeep's pretty forbidding. Eternal Guard upkeep, though, pretty manageable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see if we can trade out some of these units for Eternal Guard, because they'd just be better units. We need a new Kindred, but it's gonna be 2 turns before we can do that. Is there anything here that will help us? Bonus versus large for all elf cavalry, Hawk Rider, Great Eagles. Nothing here immediately is going to be really helpful to us against the Dawi. Let's end our turn and just see how we can get better prepared here. I feel like Eternal Guard, we need at least a few to kind of help hold a main line. Plus their armor piercing damage, I would think, would be more effective against the Dawi. I know that I have the Aspect of Birch on all of my units here, but they're still not going to be great because it's magic damage, and that's like the dwarves are going to resist, I think, a quarter of that or 15% of it, something like that. They're going to resist a lot. It's not a small amount of that they're going to be resisting. It's going to be a pretty significant amount. Yeah, these Eternal Guard, you can see, if I pin this, take a look at the weapon strength. I mean, it's 21 armor piercing damage. They don't have great melee attack, but if we wait another turn, we can get that Azrae Forge, at least get the extra melee defense and the missile resistance from the shield, or the missile block chance, I should say, from the shield. Maybe swap out a couple of our Dryads. Let's do it here. Non-aggression pact with Orion would be great. I will take that. I am not going to make peace with you. I'm just retooling. So be patient. I'll be up shortly to kill you. Yes, a trade agreement sounds pretty nice, actually. We should actually check our trade agreement, see if there's anybody else we can. This Wildwood, Burn Dryad, recruit. Well, we're not going to be recruiting any Dryads. We could probably tolerate that for a few turns. Widrioth. Really?
What do you want?
We have a non-aggression pact, but apparently they don't want anything else to do with me. Alright. I hate you too. Feelings mutual. Eternal Guards with shields. There we go. That's going to just be 1 turn. Let's end that one. Get our Eternal Guards, and then go get some revenge on Brock Ironpick when we have a line of spearmen who can do some damage and hold the line against the dwarves. Should have plenty of archers to help support as well. What I'll do is just try and better balance this army. I've still got 3 slots open. If I drop a dryad, I could get... Let's kick a couple of dryads. And let's fill this up with Eternal Guard. And see how that balances. That should balance better against the Dawi, because we have a missile block chance, armor piercing, decent melee defense. Should be all around good. Here we go. Now we should be able to finish up with Eternal Guards. They give me 5 Eternal Guard. I think that'll work. And then let's do... Did we get the armor for Elf Infantry? Come from raising settlements. Let's do that. Now we can head back up and take on Brock Ironpick probably somewhat more confidently. It's still going to be a tough fight with that many little armored stunties going against us, but this should leave us better prepared. Alright, what up, Windrioth? I just asked you for this, and you said no. Like, no with a vengeance, too. See, the AI diplomacy's still the same. Alright, let's get up here. Dwarves are likely to attack me again, but I'm going to be feeling a lot better, you know, with a unit here with a silver shield, 50 armor, and dealing heavy AP values. That should be a lot better. And with the Branch Wraith is fighting next to them, they should get better attack as well. And then we can also throw in this Piercing Thorn here, which is going to help our units as well. So I think that's a good call for sure. Howl of the Forest, not available yet, but that would be a good one. It's not available yet. Pendulum would actually be really good, but I need one more skill point before I can unlock it. That's unfortunate. I guess I could have had it unlocked, but Pendulum would rip through these Dawi and be very helpful, in fact. I still can't believe you're talking to me, Skarsnik, so let's just get right past that idea. Here we go. Alright, the dwarves did not attack me, so they must be more concerned about my current army composition than the one that I previously came up here with. So I'm going to attack Brock Ironpick. This will actually be good because now I'm out in a little bit more open terrain where I can actually maneuver some of my archers and stuff too. So feeling a lot better about our chances. Of course, there's going to be more room for Ironpick to get together with his forces and set up a defensive line, and it looks like they'll do so in the hills towards the back of this map. Not very big hills, fortunately for me. And I also think that we can force a poor early engagement for them. And yeah, let's get this all set up. So Eternal Guard. These units can come from the flank here. Might be able to force these Dawi. I'm gonna keep this unit here to help. There we go, put them there. Alright, let's start our deployment. Okay. Alright, let's get up and start shooting the dwarves. This should entice them to attack, even though they won't really want to. But I think we can get them to do it. Yeah, they're already coming forward, so they know they're going to be outranged. Let's just kind of hide these units for a minute. We start working up the flank. Yeah, this will get their attention. This will get their attention. Let's mow down this minor unit. They don't have any shields. And get them some good solid damage. Right, let's dish it out to this unit. Alright, we're pulling them in right where we want them to be for an attack. Let's actually just kind of bring these units back this way. Use Durthu to go ahead and drop some magic missiles here. Same thing with my Branch Wraith. Give it to him. Oh, that was brutal. Love it. Let's get our Branch Wraith back. Durthu can actually go ahead and take that fight. Alright, let's pull back over here. Can we hurt this unit really bad? And let's go ahead and drop this. Alright, archers, let's pick a new target. I think this is going pretty darn well for us. Dwarf reinforcements are fairly numerous. Yeah, our Eternal Guard doing pretty darn nice in this fight. Let's just absolutely smash these guys while we have the opportunity. Yeah, the Eternal Guard doing very nicely in these fights. Archers have great angles here. Let's get into it with these units. No need to let them get away to their reinforcements. We might be able to crush them all at once here too, so let's just let them have it. Send Durthu over to help with that. Where's my Wild Riders? There's a lot of fleeing targets over here that are begging to be ridden down. Branch Wraith. Durthu, can you put some magic missiles in that unit? Alright, so our Dryads caught up over here. Not bad, not bad. Let's see if we can pinch this Dwarf Warrior between Durthu and some Treekin. Gotta watch these range units that are coming in. Okay, Wild Riders. Need a cleanup crew over here. The Dawi cleanup. Okay, let's go ahead and clean up these infantry units. Speaking of cleanup, use my archers to gut these guys from the flank. And Wild Riders, let's head out here. Alright. Yeah, so we've hurt the Dwarves very badly early on in this. I'm gonna leave my Treekin to deal with that. I'm gonna pull Durthu out of that fight. I gotta be careful to stay out of range of these dwarf missile units. Let's go ahead and go engage with our Eternal Guard. And I wonder if we can get our Branch Wraith through a hole in the fight. And then use that magic missile attack from behind. Let's go wide with the Wild Riders. Clean that up. Okay. I do see a good opportunity to use the magic missile attack here. Yeah. Let's keep making a wide flanking opportunity here. Trying to mop up as many of these Dawi infantry as I can with the archers. Our Eternal Guard are kind of getting torn up a little here. Yeah, our Wild Riders can't make this assault. This is going to be too dangerous. They don't have any cover. We're going to need to move up and go after the Dwarf skirmishers. Wonder if I can get Durthu free here for a minute. Good opportunity here for some magic missile mayhem. Maybe if I pressure the Thunderers with the Branch Wraiths, a little bit risky here, but let's try this. If I can pressure the Thunderers with the Branch Wraith, maybe even slow them down a little, and maybe I can get my Wild Riders in here. Let's clean these guys up. Alright, Eternal Guard, hang in there. Excellent, Durthu. Clean that up. Let's see, get our missiles up here again. Yeah, the Branch Wraith actually managed to get in here and disrupt a little, but not enough. We're gonna have to keep after these units. Because our Wild Riders are kind of being assailed here. Durthu, get in there and help me break this. Oh yeah, our Wild Riders did not get a very good charge. These Quarrelers didn't even take any damage. Not really sure how this kind of stuff happens. I mean, the Quarrelers should have gotten Savage. I don't know, 80 armor. Maybe not. I would have expected them to get a little more Savage than that. At least we got one of those units. Speed up again and mow down that other range unit. Whew, it's a tight one, folks. But I think we can do it. Let's stay on top of these Thunderers here. Kill this unit. Durthu, clean it up. Almost out of ammunition. But yeah, my Dryads just still did not do well against the Dwarves. That's exactly why I switched over to the Eternal Guard. To dodge a bunch of arrows here too, because they're stupid Quarrelers still alive. Trying to stay away from them and just clean up this Thunderer unit. I'm mostly out of ammunition. My bowmen. I wonder if we can maybe do some outflanking here. Durthu is certainly giving us some much needed damage power here. Oh no 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 no! How did they get away from my branch wraith? That's so infuriating. Well, we're gonna lose our Wild Riders now. So we can point blank these guys with some missiles. Let's take these units and go. I don't know if we can beat the Quarrelers in melee. Maybe with the help of our. And at least we're drawing the fire of those Quarrelers. It's honestly better than nothing. We're having a lot of trouble getting any leadership drops on the Dwarves because their leaders are still alive. Solid kills on some of those units. Dryads. Anybody gonna come back and help me? Well, at least that's got their Lord busy out there too. That's a thing. I don't know if it's a great thing, but it's a thing. Split up. Just kind of branch out if you get the joke. I don't know, man, how are we gonna break up all these fights? Let's give these guys a little help over here. Durthu, can we clean this up? Come on, Durthu, get it done. Yes! That's gonna make a difference. That's gonna make a difference. Okay, let's go back and help over here. At least we got these Quarrelers tied down. The leadership's starting to drop for the Dwarves over here. Let's bring some help back in. These Dwarf Warriors now shouldn't be able to resist the terror route. Woo! Boy, what a fight here. Do shame your ancestors, please. Come on. Where's the terror route already? Got Durthu and some treekin all over your face. This is not good. Stay alive. We need you. Just avoid him. Come on. Runesmith is going to be very resistant to the branch wraith, so just forget that. Oh gosh, there's a Thunderer back. How perfect. How perfect. I see a lot of dwarf units on the brink here. Okay, don't let them come back. Chase them. Just come back here. Durthu, just go ahead and pile in on these guys. Alright, we got at least rid of some of their Quarrelers. I'm going to send another unit over here. Melkoth the miasma out of these guys. Yeah, chase them down. Don't let them come back. Come on, they're dwarves. They're slow. Get them. Get them. All right, Durthu seems to be taking control. But we still have a Rune Lord and a Lord to deal with. See if we can get Durthu away from the fight and drop another magic missile attack. Yeah, attack these guys. Stay on them. Don't let them come back. Chase, chase, chase. Don't let these guys come back. Alright, let's send some help over here for the Treekin. Just give him some numbers. I don't know if it'll let us get this missile attack off or not, but it'd be great if we could, just kind of point blank here. But I don't know if it's going to happen. It's like stuck. Won't do anything right now. Yeah, it just canceled. Alright, good news, good news. More regrouping dwarves going down. Stay on the chase. There you go. Get him. No Dawi back to the fight, please. Alright, Dryads. Let's get him back over here because he could be helpful, honestly. Let's take that chase. Alright, Durthu's taking a bit of a beating, but he's also dishing one. Let's give him some extra armor and base weapon damage. Help him out a little bit with some of our magic left. Come on, Durthu. Take down Brock Iron Pick already. Let's just keep trying to mop up regrouping units with this nice little blob. Okay, these guys are going to be gone. That's going to help the power bar. The power bar could be our friend here. We are still just failing to dish any damage. Of course, that unit came back from routing. Can't say I'm surprised. And it may defeat my Glade Guard and then come back up here. Yep, sure did. Let's bring the Dryads then. Can I not click an attack order here, please? Okay, got it, got it. Durthu is looking pretty good to clean up Brock Iron Pick. I want to try the magic missile attack on this Rune Lord. I mean, he is a Rune Lord, so he'll probably be fairly resistant to. He's also got a ward save there. How convenient. Those guys don't have any ammo left, so they're in trouble. Come on, go away, Dwarf Warrior. Really? How is Brock Iron Pick still in this fight? I refuse to believe this. There we go. About time. Good heavens. Give it to him, Durthu. Yeah! Choke on it. Gotta wait a few seconds to get another one of those attacks in here. Look, this guy came back from routing. Gotta be absolutely kidding me. I mean, technically I can magic missile these guys to death. Let's see if we can tag team this. That should hurt the power bar if he starts taking a lot of hit point damage here. But, you know, my Dryad may take, or sorry, my Branch Wraith may take some in return. Oh my gosh, he's gonna kill my Branch Wraith. What are the chances, man? It's just a Rune Lord. Alright, we did it. Boy, it was an ugly victory, but it was a victory. Woo! Only just. We kill this guy, please. I want them dead. I would prefer them to be very dead. Is he really faster than a Branch Wraith? 43 and 40? Well, I guess it's pretty close. And it seems like they always get a speed buff when they're fleeing. I could use the Mystifying Miasma just to catch up here. should help me catch up, but didn't really change a lot. And it looks like we also can't catch Fat Brock Ironpick, so he's going to escape the battlefield with 53 hit points left. That makes a lot of sense. Dwarf Lords being faster than Wood Elf characters. CA, please. And then we're doing the push with no hit thing here. CA, please. Alright. Whatever. Some of those things have been there since the game came out, and I'd love for them to be fixed. Where you get a unit pushing behind another one and they never get a hit in, even though they're in range. There's some weird things that go on, and it's like that Wild Rider charge earlier, like spoiled for some reason and just didn't do any damage to the core, or weird stuff like that. Run into quite a lot in this game. I'm going to replenish the units because we might very well have to fight more of these. That was including their garrison, so we put a pretty savage beating on them. If I go back and replenish, they're just going to do the same. I can do this and kill all their stuff outside the garrison. And I think that we will just get to occupy. Yes, that's what we want. Occupy the Heathland. Perfect. So Carrack Norn is ours. It is just going to be an outpost, unfortunately, but that is what it is. We can either put furs here, or we can do this, which gives us extra garrison, which we'll probably need. And then the extra casualty replenishment. This could be a good base of operations for us to lash out at some other people. So finally did it. Managed to put a hit on here and take over Carrack Norn. Good gravy. What a battle, too. I'm going to give some extra skill points to our Eternal Guards and Dryads. Clearly, they need more melee attack and weapon strength because they are somewhat lacking in that aspect. So, yeah, let's see what we can do there. Pendulum, thank goodness. And then we'll take some Earth Blood should we get the opportunity as well. But some Pendulum is going to be welcomed here. Alright, there are some other places that we need to fix if we want to be able to heal the forest here. We could always use the world routes too and travel to another forest in order to try and get, you know, like another settlement that can produce us more income. So that's always an option too, because we're waiting for enough growth here in order to get to the next level. Insufficient. Oh, actually, it's just funds. So never mind, just funding that we need. And funds can be picked up pretty quickly in battle. Yeah, see how nice this... Okay, Fester Spike's probably got Skaven in it as well, so... Let's maybe go clean out Fester Spike, pick it up. All this should be adding some health, hopefully, to Athaloran. Here we go. Excellent, excellent. Whispers from afar, Chaos stirs. Okay, and let's move down here closer to Fester Spike. Waterfall Palace. Gives us an additional garrison. Some part of me, though, really just wants some more income. I'm thinking about... risky for me to tear this down because I may need my garrison. I really want the extra income pretty bad right now, though. Guess I could just tear down the Azray Forge and build it back later. Let's do that. At least I'd be able to get some standard Eternal Guard if need. Well, you know, no. Let's just tear this down because it's cheaper and easier to reconstruct, and I'll build it back if needed. Just build it back if needed. Let's end one more turn here. See if we can get Fester Spike. Start cleansing some Skaven out of the area. And then, of course, I think the goblins would make a nice target as well. Alright. Far out. We're still too far away to actually hit the settlement, so scooch up a little bit closer here with Durthu. Let's get us another income so we can get 300 income. Pottery, timber, and trinkets to trade, or we can get 300 income and 8 furs, 20% growth, and casualty replenishment. That would be helpful. We'll take that. So another modest income boost. Not as much as the grapevines, but because we'll take anything we can get at this point, because income is going to be scarce. We're going to need to earn it through fighting, which is fine. There's plenty of people to fight. Plenty of loot to pick up along the way. Alright, Fester Spike. Let's see what has been laid in wait for us. It is indeed Skaven. I'm going to declare war, of course. Is there any other option against Skaven? Let's see here. Wizard, Plague Monks, Rattling Guns. Yeah, just a bunch of trash, mostly. We don't need any siege equipment, obviously. None of the new units are here, so I'm free to show you this battle. Wizards, yeah, none of these are the new units, so we should be good. Because that's one of my only restrictions here, is if I'm fighting Skaven, I do have to watch out. Oh, I should have switched over my aspects to something better for the Skaven, because we don't need the armor piercing, so that was a bit of a mistake. Honestly, I think what I picked ended up being a mistake against the Dwarves anyway. I almost think you may have been better off to just get the melee defense. 8 melee defense is probably better than attack any day of the week, just because it means the enemy can't hit you as much. Dwarves have relatively low melee attack, which means that it should have been a pretty good pick for me. I don't know exactly where the Skaven are going to deploy. Let's do this though. Start these units down here in these woods. Actually, we'll start them way up here in these woods. Good, good, good. Durthu can kind of operate on his own, to be honest. Let's get these guys to leaders. Alright. And we'll operate the archers right here. Dryads. Let's put our treekin up here as well. Just kind of move them into that group. Alright. Want these guys hidden. Perfect. Alright, start the battle, see where the Skaven are at. We can push them here. Push our leaders up here. Group 3 up. And let's take our cavalry. And kind of move around the flanks here. Plague Monks are going to be a bit of a problem for us, actually. That's not an ideal unit for us to be fighting with Eternal Guard. Not by any stretch. Let's try and steer clear of some of the missile unit spam back there. Hope our boys can hold out long enough here. Durthu. Let's go straight for the leadership. Hey, I don't know where you're going, but I did not tell you to do that under any circumstances. Let's go get into these rattling guns. Is there any good spots for a pendulum? Yeah, there is. Let's get that started. Damage resistance. Put that over there on the branch rate because we're resisting quite well, I think. Alright, group 3. I actually need you to turn and come this way. I feel like we can handle ourselves over here just fine. Let's put the chase on these guys. We cleaned our way through that. Put the chase here. Yeah, our Eternal Guard got absolutely smashed by Plague Monks. That's not completely surprising. Send a couple of these this way and a couple around this way. Group 3. There you go. Durthu taking care of business. Let's keep pressuring these missile units. Yes. Just forget the leadership. Durthu will take care of the leaders. There we go. We can push through this way. Not really sure why they summoned on my regrouped Eternal Guard. That was probably not the smartest move for them. Let's move this way. You guys help out over here. Alright, Dryads starting to catch up to some of the stuff, and then we've got Wild Riders who can clean up the Night Runners. And at this point, a lot of the Skaven missiles are just on the run. Which means that they will be not doing anything particularly useful. Another cleanup call for Durthu. Summoned Rats is dead. Perfect. It's going just fine for us at the moment. These Plague Monks. Wild Riders should be able to just plow their way through all these Clan Rats and keep the pressure going. Wild Rider is going to be very good against all this Skaven trash. Get him, Wild Riders. Poison Wind Globadiers actually have a little bit of armor. That's why it took me a minute to cut through them. Alright, that is going to do it. Skaven have no backbone. They cannot fight us. Well, anyway, I hope this was a good demonstration for you all to see a few of the new mechanics at play. I think I'm allowed to capture a little more footage than this, so I may put up another video later today when you all have seen this with some more footage, just so that maybe you get to see some more of the healing of the forest in play, stuff like that. Obviously, keep an eye out. There'll be more new content on the channel that I'll get early access to as CA allows me. I will show you anything new that they allow me to show you. So, yes, stay tuned. We managed to not lose any units there. It's actually kind of surprising. Let's get Piercing Thorns. So now we're going to be max capability with Dryads and Eternal Guards. So that is looking pretty great, actually. 34 melee attack, still really crappy. Is that really all they have with the 8 additional? Seems so weak. So weak. Let's take a look at what we can do in Fester Spike. I'm going to do, probably just do the same thing here, just get some casualty replenishment. So let's take a look at the health, and I'll kind of show you. We may have gained some health here. Yeah, see, we finally gained some health on the Oak of Ages. And it goes up in different increments here. You can see 0 to 99, this is what happens. 100 to 199, this is what you get. 2 to 299, get a little less upkeep, you know, for all units, all armies, pretty cool stuff. Same thing for, you know, as it grows. And then eventually when it gets up into the full health, you can perform this ritual to permanently heal the forest. So it's good stuff. We can actually build the Oak of Ages. Forest health per turn, public order, unlocks Confederation missions. Yeah, so that's, I mean, that's 10,000 gold though. That's a lot. I think Waterfall Palace makes more sense to upgrade right now, because we have some buildings that we're gonna need. So we'll spend on that. Money well spent. Anyway, like I said, hopefully you all enjoyed the quick look, the first look here at the new Wood Elf mechanics. Obviously, yeah, I think I'll make another episode later, and I'll show you how you can use the deep roots to head to these other woods. Kind of just show you all how that works, and hopefully give you something cool to look at. Okay, I get it. I get it. I want to zoom back down. So yeah, I want to show you all that. Oh, we got some forest encounters down here too. We should probably go check that out before it turns really bad, so we should be able to move underground and get over here and take care of these forest encounters that are headed our way. So come back later today. I'll have you another episode. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I will see you soon.